Daniel is angry at Claire's cornucopia for taking a long time to prepare all his organic, gluten-free, vegan Lithuanian coffee cake. To release his pent-up anger, Daniel takes to Twitter and tweets, "Claire's cornucopia is actually a front for a prostitution ring." Hey Daniel, you know that is an untrue statement. Writing and saying false statements about another person or company that could harm their reputation could get you into a lot of trouble. It could be defamation. Defamation is the act of making untrue statements about someone that damages his or her reputation. Whenever you make defamatory statements, you could be sued if the person you spoke of can prove in court that the statement is untrue and that they suffer damages to their reputation as a result of your speech. If a court finds that you have defamed someone, you may have to retract your statement publicly and pay compensatory damages for the trouble that you've caused the other person. But you may also be responsible for punitive damages if what you said was especially wrong or tarnishing. Your statement about Claire's cornucopia is an example of libel per se, which is any untrue statement about a person's profession or business that harms their reputation. You cannot falsely accuse someone of a crime, immoral acts, or being unable to perform their job. Why don't you vent your anger by making true statements instead? After all, the truth is an absolute defense to defamation. Great job! What about this statement you made the other week? With defamation law, it is important to understand the concept of a public figure. A public figure is a public official or someone involved in public affairs. For a public figure to be able to win a defamation case and receive punitive damages, they must prove the presence of actual malice. This makes it much harder for public figures to sue over defamation, allowing us to maintain a culture in which the public can question public figures without fear of censorship. Hold up! Your comments about YouTuber Sam Sui may be a little more complicated. Sam Sui is a limited public figure, which is someone who has significant public prominence in a particular smaller community. Sam Sui is a public figure within the YouTube community, so if Sam wanted to sue you about your comment which concerns his YouTube actions, he would need to prove malice. Sam will probably have an easier time suing you for defamation over your other comment. This is about his personal life, which is separate from the community in which he is a public figure. If Sam can prove in court that your statement is false and that he suffered damages, he could sue you for defamation. For more information about public figures and defamation law, check the link at the bottom of this page. Daniel, that is not even defamation. That is a threat for which you could face criminal charges. True threats are never protected speech. This is where defamation law can get tricky. While she doesn't do the readings, she also definitely does not have sex with men for money. Megan is a private individual and may try to sue you for this statement. But your statement could be considered an expression of opinion and a hyperbolic statement, both of which are protected by the Constitution. Megan may also have trouble proving damages to her reputation, while calling someone a skank whore 100 years ago may have ruined his or her chances of ever getting another job. The term is frequently used today and has lost much of its offensive nature. A statement can be considered shitty but legal if it provides little to no social or academic value as speech, but is protected under the First Amendment of the United States Constitution. There is no legal recourse for shitty but legal speech. Examples of shitty but legal speech include, but are not limited to, inflammatory statements that can be considered statements of opinion rather than fact, statements made using hyperbolic language or language that is colloquially considered as such, and wholly false or exaggerated statements about public figures on issues of public interest that were not made with malicious intent but rather as fair comment. You might say to yourself, hey, we should just ban all that shitty speech, and you sure have a point. But see, if we made that illegal, there's a good chance some actually valuable speech might get caught up with the bad. And our society decided that we want to protect that small bit of valuable speech, even if it means accepting a flaming pile of shit along with it. So there you have it, Daniel. Keep these basics about defamation in mind the next time you are about to write something online. Still have questions? Just say something and see what happens.